EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Houston Gunners and the New Orleans Saints. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. First down, Stafford here. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking long for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the interception, Love. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross, 34 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And it's good to make it 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by Hollister. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That one a first down pickup of 8. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5 and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Again, it's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Jones has it over the middle. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Love. And he finds McLaurin. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first and 10, Love. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That ball complete to Isabella. These two teams all tied after one. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cannon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Love. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And he he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Love now to pass on first down. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Love from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long for Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Love now on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Duggar, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On third down, Love, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return, and a Saint touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not right.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working out of the gun. Love. His throw incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second and 9, Stafford. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Cannon. And there's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. This one caught by Isabella. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And you wonder, they come after him, and it's a touchdown.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down 21-17. A minute 50 to play. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And there will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on 1st down with Ken. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They run it again with Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports.